So there's something brand new on the ranch. Give you a hint. It's free real estate. Actually, it's virtual cluster open source. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how to get it installed. We're going to create a couple of virtual clusters and we're going to connect to them. And then we're going to show you how to do it yourself. So check out the description below to be able to find out how to install the stuff. What we're going to do now is hop into the demo and check it out. So let's get going. All right, let's go ahead and get on with that demo. So what we're gonna do is log in first. Look at that beautiful logo. Brand new logo, looks perfect on there. Let's go ahead and log in. Right now all I have is a local cluster. You might have way more clusters than this, right? Like you're probably gonna install it somewhere else, but I'm gonna install it on the local cluster. So within the local cluster, I'm gonna go to charts, repositories, and then I need to create a repository for vCluster. So I'm just gonna name it vCluster, it needs to be lowercase here, and then I'll do the description with the uppercase C. And then I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna actually put in the chart location, which is gonna be https://charts.loft.sh. Go ahead and create this. Let it load. And then what we can do is we can go to the charts and we can find the chart that we need to install, which is going to be the vCluster Rancher Operator. So let's just go ahead and sort by vCluster. Go ahead and scroll down. And then down there on the bottom right, we got vCluster Rancher Operator. We're going to install the latest version of this. I'm going to install it in its own namespace instead of doing it in default. That way I can kind of keep things a little bit cleaner. So I put it in vCluster Rancher Operator, and then I'm going to name it vCluster Rancher Operator. And then after that, what I'm going to do is go ahead and hit next. And then we'll be able to create it from there. So install, and then once it's done installing, we need to install one more thing just to make it look super nice. But here it's just showing you what it installs, you know, Helm install, bunch of information. We'll close it out. It's done. Let's go ahead over to the extension section. And here what we'll do is we'll install the vCluster Rancher extension UI. Latest version, install. And then what it's going to let us do in a minute is or it's not going to let us, but it's going to tell us to reload the UI so we can actually see those elements come in. So reload. And now we've got that little vCluster logo on the bottom left. And if we go to home, we'll be able to see that we have the create vCluster button now. Let's go ahead and click it. Where's it going to take us? To a page that lets us, create vClusters and shows us different virtual clusters that have been created. So we're going to install this on local. We're going to pick the latest version. You can install other versions of vCluster if you want. We're going to go ahead and put this in its own namespace too. We're going to name it vCluster-demo. And then we're going to name the vCluster itself vCluster-demo. We'll put it in the default project. Then what we'll do is go ahead and click create vCluster. And then from here, I'm going to kind of speed up a little bit, but I'll show you on the command line that I can still, use the vCluster CLI and list it and show it. I can see it here. It says it's ready. It's not ready yet, right? Like not quite there. We'll go back to home and we'll look and we'll see it says pending. And then we're going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit and go from waiting to active. Now what we can do is we can click down into it. Let's make it look a little bit prettier though, right? Like we'll go over here instead of LVO, let's go ahead and make that VC for vCluster. Let's go ahead and put the comment in as vCluster so we can see that next to it too. And then let's make the colors look a little bit better. So we'll use that vCluster orange and make it look a little bit prettier. You can do this if you want, make it easier for your users to see which ones are virtual clusters or your administrators, but don't really have to, just kind of adding some stuff on there. All right, we can also just go to create and then see the different versions of clusters we can create. And we'll see vCluster here too. So we'll create this on the local cluster as well. We'll use the latest version. Going to walk through the same thing. I'm going to name it a little bit different. I'm going to put in a different namespace and I'm going to do vCluster demo -other create, right? Same thing here, vCluster demo. I'm gonna name it the same thing as the other one actually, so that we can actually see something in the command line that lets you pick which one in case you have some overlap of vCluster naming or something like that for your users. So if we do a list here, we can see both of them are vCluster demo. I'm gonna connect to vCluster demo, right? I didn't specify the namespace, so what is it gonna do? It's gonna let me pick which one I wanna actually connect to, right? So your users can have multiples of the same name if you want. They're gonna be different namespaces, so they're still separate. We're gonna get namespaces just to kind of show that this is a little bit different than the base cluster. You don't have as much running there, right? Like if you saw previously in the other cluster, there's a bunch of stuff running, but it's basically the demo. What you can do is check the description, right? There's gonna be links on how to get this installed, how to set it up. Go to GitHub for now. We should have documentation and stuff on it coming too. Join our Slack, slack.loft.sh. Star the repository, right? Or star vCluster too, in case you want to come back to it later and you forget about it. But that's about all I got for you. If got any questions, like I said, join Slack, let us know, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.